Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. We continue our 1976 replay. We are in the opening week, of course, of this replay. Today's date is April 12th. We are at the Astrodome for a game between the San Francisco Giants and the Houston Astros. The Giants come into this game with a record of 2-1. The Astros got swept by the Reds, and they are 0-3. They lost the opening day game and then lost 2 games in FastScore. I already see that Bob B has joined us here at the Astrodome and is first to come through here. So I welcome you. This is our second game for the Astros. Here in this game today, the Astros faithful are cheering their 1985 World Series championship team. And they have won it. And although, of course, the only one to receive rings on the 76 Astros for winning a championship in 85 is Jose Cruz. He is the only player on this Astros club in 76 who was on the 85 team. So he lasted 9 years to get that championship in 85 in my replay. But he already received his ring, though, in Cincinnati. But tonight, it's about the Giants and the Astros. So I hope you'll settle in for a big game tonight. The Astros looking for their first win of this very young 76 campaign. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight is J.R. Richard. He gets his second start for me here as he started the opening day game, and unfortunately wound up with the loss. So Richard goes tonight, and they will take on a Giants ball club that in 1976 was kind of meh. It was not that great a team that year in 76, although there was a little bit of talent on there, but San Francisco was definitely not one of the better teams. Badger and Bournemouth fan joins us here at the Astrodome. So sit tight. Let's get some baseball. We are using orange and blue dice. The orange will be in favor of the Astros. The orange will be red first. Leading off for the Giants will be second baseman Daryl Thomas. He was .232, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs in 76. Here we go. Top of the first. Let's go play the Astros again, this time against the Giants. Starts off with a 3-2, and that is a strikeout chance. And Daryl Thomas, he will go down on strikes. Thomas is an 8. The Astrodome subtracts 1 from K's, but adds 4 to walks, and definitely not a hitter's park. Only 57 home runs and a -1 in the home run column. And now that I've said that, we'll probably have 20 home runs in this game. But Thomas does strike out. First strikeout for Richard. He had 214 of them in 85. Steeler fan joins us here at the Astrodome, hoping his Astros get their first win of this 76 campaign. Next batter for the Giants will be center fielder Vaughn Joshua. He will be traded to the Brewers later in the year. .266 average, 5 homers, 30 RBIs. Richard's pitch, 6-2. That's a strikeout, and we will strike out Joshua. He got him. Strikeout number 2 for Richard. 2 quick outs. And that will bring up the right fielder, Bobby Mercer. .259 average, 23 homers, 90 RBIs in 76. Richard with the pitch, 3-5. That's a strikeout. That one got him. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. J.R. Richard strikes out the side to start the game here in the Astrodome, and the crowd gives him a great ovation. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants in this game is Ed Halicki. 12 wins, 14 losses, a 3.62 ERA. Houston historically won this game 5-0. There were a total of 15 hits total. The Giants had 4 errors in that game. We'll see what happens in this one. Halicki gets the call tonight. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman Larry Milburn. And Halicki will pitch. That's a 5-6. That's a walk. That 10 against the righty. Yep, he walks Milburn easily. Milburn against the righty's a 12, but a +4 from the Astrodome. And Milburn will trot down to first. Next batter will be third baseman Enos Cabell, 273 average, 2 homers, 43 RBIs. Milburn with 248 average, 7 RBIs and 76. Philip Reynolds joins us here at the Astrodome. We will check an early strat, and that is an 18, nothing happening. Halicki will pitch. That's a 2-3. That's a strikeout chance, but that 20 is high. Cabell will swing 3-3, and he flies out to left. One man down. Of course, the infield is automatically halfway. Next batter, center fielder Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno, 297, 18 homers, 83 RBIs, and 76. And a good and a very good center fielder. Checking on a strat, see if anything happening. That 4 says yes. Milburn's got a 3. But +1 from Halicki's a 4. He's got a 17 stolen base chance. +2 is 19. The catcher is Rader. +1 is a 20. Milburn's going to go for second. The only way he's out is on a 20. And he's safe and he's safe easily. So Larry Milburn will get a stolen base. And now we'll see, and that takes away the double play. Now let's see if there is another steal chance for him. That 14 is no. Halicki will pitch, and that's a 3-4. That's an error on a grounder. Cedeno will swing 4-4, and it's a base hit, pass short. That's a single for Cedeno. There was no error on singles through the infield, so that is a base hit. Will that score Milburn? That is a 3, and it's a single pass short, and it needs to be a 3 to score, and Milburn comes in. So the stolen base does the job for the Astros. They get a run in. Milburn will score. RBI single by Cedeno, and the Astros jump out to a 1-0 lead. That will bring up first baseman Bob Watson, 313 average, 16 homers, 102 RBIs, one of the better players in 76. The infield is halfway, checking on a strat. 6. That's a 6. Cedeno's going to steal. 16 +2 is 18, and Rader +1 is a 19. The only way Cedeno is thrown out is on a 20, and he's safe. So they're running the bases here. Cedeno will steal second base. Second stolen base for the Astros. He's got a good chance to steal third. He's got a 5 or lower. He's got a crack at it. Yes, he does. Cedeno's going to try for third. Again, only on a 20, he's out. And he's safe, and it's a possible error. Let's see. That's Rader. His error rating is a 2. He throws it away into the outfield. Cedeno's going to score. Holy cow. Stolen base and a throwing error on the catcher. A throwing error on the catcher, and that is into the field, and that will score Cedeno 2-0 Astros. Stadium and Section 1933 cheer. Yay! Now, that is a throwing error. I'm actually supposed to see if the third baseman avoids that, but I'm just going to roll for the heck of it, and he wouldn't have made it anyway. Never mind. So that is a throwing error, and it is gone into the outfield, and that will allow the run to score. So Bob Watson at the plate with the infield empty, or the bases empty, I should say. 2-0 Astros. Is that a triple steal? Well, it's a stolen base and an error. So that is an E2 and the first error on the Giants. They had 4 errors in this game, so that's the first. Halicki will pitch. 6-3, strikeout 10. That's too high. Watson will swing. 2-2, and he base hit to right field. Watson gets a single. And the Astros are coming on hard tonight. Already 2 runs in. And the next batter is the left fielder, Jose Cruz. Cruz batted .303, 4 homers, 61 runs batted in. Tried Fan 879 joins us here at the Astrodome. 1 out. The infield is halfway. We'll check the strat. That is a 10. Nothing happening this time. Halicki will pitch. That's a 4-3. That's at the park. Astrodome says 5-6, and that is going to be a base hit to right field. That is an automatic 2-base advance for Watson, but it's a single plus. Cruz rounding first. He's going to try for second. His base running rating's a 4. It's hit to Mercer. He has no arm. A 1-4. Cruz will get to second. A 5 he holds. A 6 he's out. And he holds instead. The throw got back in time. That's a base hit for Cruz. Automatic 2-base advance for Watson. He goes to third. Fans here at the Astrodome loving it so far. Here's the right fielder, Greg Gross. Gross, 286 average, no homers, 27 RBIs. Runners at first and third. The Giants are going to play the infield halfway and try for 2. 2-0 Astros already. Halicki. And that's a 3, and we're going to see a steal attempt from Cruz. Watson will stay at third. Cruz has a 5. That 3 is good. 14 plus 2 is 16. Raider plus 1 is a 17. A 1-17, Cruz is safe, and he is safe, and that could be an error. That could be an error on Raider. Remember, his error rating is an 8. And yes, he throws an error. That's an error there. And you know what? I'm throwing the wrong dice, but never mind. Doesn't matter. I don't have to keep track. I actually threw a D6 to check on the error rating and not a D20. What am I doing? I haven't played the game in 2.5 weeks. That's it. That is going to be an error, and that is a throwing error. The second baseman is Thomas. His range is a 3. Does he prevent the ball from going past him? No, he does not. That does go into the outfield. Watson will come in to score. Cruz's base running rating's a 4, but it goes in the outfield. Cruz automatically takes third. That is the second error on the Giants and the second on the catcher. Holy cow. Stolen base for Cruz and another E2. And we're still in the first inning. Yep, shame on the announcer, I know. No possible go home from third. No, not on that. He already made it to third base because it was an error. He automatically takes the throw. So Gross is now at the plate now with a runner on third. The infield is going to play in, and it is now 3-0 Astros. So Halicki already can't believe that he's not getting any defense in this game at all, really letting him down. Infield is in. We'll check to see if there's a strat. That is a 7-0. Halicki will pitch. That's a 6-4. Strikeout 12. That's high. Gross will swing. That's a 5-3. And that's going to be a base hit past second for Gross. That is a single. Jose Cruz will trot on home. Greg Gross goes to first. 4-0 Astros here in the first inning. And the Astros are going to give J.R. Richard a good jump here. A nice cushion here in the bottom of the first. They're going to go talk to Halicki, and Halicki's going to talk to the boss and say, hey, look, my catcher here has thrown the ball away twice. What do you want me to do? Next batter for the Astros is their catcher, Skip. I don't know how you pronounce that, if that's Jutsi or Jutsi, I have no idea. But Skip Jutz is the catcher here for the Astros tonight. 152 average, no homers, 6 RBIs. The infield is halfway. They're going to play for 2. See if anything on the strat. The 8, there is none. Halicki will pitch. That's a 6-2. That's a blank. Jutz will swing. 4-5. That's a fly out to right. They finally get an out. And that's out number 2. So I'm going to have to check how you pronounce that game. How do you pronounce his name? Skip Jutz or Jutsy? I'm not sure. Here's the shortstop, Roger Metzger, 210 average, had 29 RBIs and 76. Checking on the strat, 15, nothing happening. Halicki will pitch, 5-1, strikeout, 10. He got him. Metzger is an 11, -1 is a 10, and he got him. Struck him out, and the inning is over, and that was one ugly inning. If you're a Giants fan, 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, 3 stolen bases. And at the end of one, the Astros are already up by 4-0. Jutsy, thank you, Tribe fan. You guys are the guy. You guys help me out when I can't pronounce the name right. We go to the top of inning number 2. Leading off for the Giants will be left fielder Steve Ontiveros. He's in left for this game. 176 average, 5 RBIs. Didn't see much playing time, only 74 at bats. Richard struck out the side in the first inning, 3-6. Range play at the park. Astrodome 5-1. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 2. Possible single, but it is a range play. The ball is hit the left fielder, Cruz. Cruz is a 5 So a 1-5, he'll take that hit away, and he does. Nice play by Jose Cruz. Out number 1, a fly out to left. One man down. And the next batter is the first baseman, Willie Montanez. Willie Montanez will be traded to the Braves later. That's why he's in a Braves uniform. Batted .317, 11 homers, 84 RBIs for the Braves for that season. But Montanez is on the Giants in this game. Richard, 4-1. That's a walk. That 16 is too high, even with the +4. Montanez will swing 6-5, and he hits a base hit to left. Montanez has a single. Gets the first hit off of Richard. That will bring up the shortstop, Chris Spire. Spire, 226, 3 homers, 40 RBIs, and 76. The infield is halfway. We'll check the strat. That's a 6, nothing happening. Richards deals 3-2, strikeout, 18 is high. Spire will swing 5-4. That's a ground ball to short. Do they turn it? 3-0-4. Second baseman Milburn, no arm. A 1-4, they'll turn the double play. Yes, they do. Side retired. Shortstop to second to first. Inning over. The 6-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Giants. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Giants will be the pitcher, J.R. Richard. Richard had a 140 average for the Astros. Not for the Giants, leading off for the Astros is Richard. And Richard actually had a good game going against the Reds in the opening day matchup. Halicki still on the mound. 3-1, that's a blank. Richard's going to get a chance to swing. 5-1, and he grounds it to second base. That's the first out, and here is Larry Milburn. Milburn walked his first time up. Halicki with the pitch. And that's a 1-2. That's a double question mark. Milburn, a switch hitter, hitting from the left side. A 1-6 is a single up the middle. The 14 is high. Milburn will swing 4-4, and he still hits a base hit up the middle. A single right there, and Milburn still gets it. Single for Milburn. And it looks like the Astros are looking to try to get their first win of this season. Here's Cabell. Infield goes halfway. Milburn also stole second. And that is a 3, and he's going to try again to steal. 17 plus 2 is the only way he's out is on a 20. Oh, he just avoids the tag, but he is safe. He got in there by a millimeter. That is a 19, and he barely gets in there, but it's his second stolen base. That is the 4th stolen base for the Astros. That takes away the double play chance. And Milburn, a chance to steal third. The only way he can do it is on a 1. No. Halicki will pitch. And that is a 5-1 strikeout. That 3, he does get Cabell on a strikeout. That is the second strikeout for Halicki. He had 130 of them in 76. That's out number 2. 2 men down, and here is Cedeno. Cedeno was 1 for 1. Checking to see if anything happening. No. Halicki with the pitch. 6-2. That's a blank. Cedeno will swing 6-3, and he grounds it to short. The throw will go to first, and that will end the inning there. So Halicki has definitely a better inning. No runs. There was a hit and a stolen base. After 2, the Astros are leading 4-0 as the 1985 World Series champions are looking for that first win in 1976. And of course, if that didn't make sense, I totally understand. Top of the 3rd, leading off for the Giants, third baseman Ken Wright. Another blast from the past. Wright's 267 average, 5 homers, 66 RBIs in 76. Richard looking on, and here is the pitch. That's a 4-6. That's at the park. Astrodome goes ahead and states 6-6. That's a start, too. It's going to be a ground out to short. And that is the first out. Out number 1, here's the catcher, Dave Rader. 263 average, 1 homer, 22 RBIs. Rader, the starting catcher for the G-Men tonight. Richard, 4-6, again at the park. Astrodome comes away, does 1-3. That's a fly out to center. So far, J.R. Richard doing very well in this game tonight. He actually pitched very well against the Reds until the bullpen blew up on the Astros. That brings up the pitcher, Ed Halicki, and they're going to let him bat. This is 70s baseball. 2 outs. Richard will pitch. 1-5, automatic out. And that's going to be a star 3, and he chops it to third. And a 1-2-3 inning for Richard. So nice job by JR. He continues to do the job there. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Astros will be Bob Watson. Watson is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Halicki looking on, and here is the pitch. That's a 3-5. That's a blank. He is not tired. Watson will swing 3-2. Popped out to short. One out, and here is Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 1, singled, stole a base, and an error allowed him to come in to score. 1 man down. Here is Halicki, and that's a 5-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 17 is way out of there. Cruz will take a swing, 2-3, and it's a base hit past first. Cruz has himself a single, his second hit of the game. And definitely a stealing threat. And the next batter will be Gross. Gross is 1 for 1, hit a single. Infield halfway. Check to see if Cruz may go on a steal. And that is a 10, and the answer is no. Halicki will pitch. And that's a 2-4. Strikeout, 19 high. Gross will swing the bat. 2-6, and he lifts a base hit past short. That is a single. Cruz's base running rating is a 4. He will not make third. He will have to hold at second. Needs to be a 5 to get to third base on a single past short. And once again, the Astros are in business. Gross is now 2 for 2. And the Giant bullpen is already getting warmed up. Here's Skip Jutsi. Jutsi is 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. That is a 2. Cruz. That is a steal attempt. A 5 plus 1 is 6. Divided by 2 is a 3. 14 plus 2 is 16. Raider plus 1 is 17. You know what? You're up by 4 runs. Cruz is going to go. He's going to try to steal third. A 1 to 17. Cruz is safe. And he's thrown out on an 18. Wow. Raider said, I had enough of this crap, and he throws to third and gets Cruz. And that is out number 2. Oh, Cruz gunned down by Dave Raider. Said, I had enough of these people stealing on me, and he gets him. Gross stayed at first base, and now with 2 outs, Jutsi will bat with the runner on first only. I will re-roll the strat, see if anything different. Nope. Halicki will pitch. 4-1. That's a possible error. Already the Giants have 2 of them in this game. Jutsi swings 3-2. That's a fly ball to center field. That's it to Joshua. His ever rating is a 5. That's a 9. He's got it, and the inning is over. No runs for the Astros. 2 hits, a stolen base, and a man picked off. But after 3, Astros still lead 4-0. We go to the top of the 4th. Daryl Thomas leads off for the Giants. Richard will go ahead and pitch. He's pitching very well so far. Has a 4-run cushion. Richard, 6-1, hit by pitch. That 14 is too high. Thomas will swing, and that's a 4-4, and it's a star 5, and he flies out to center. Out number 1, and that will bring up Vaughn Joshua. Joshua struck out his first time up. Richard with the pitch, 1-6. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Joshua will swing, 4-1. He grounds it to third. Two outs, and now the batter is Bobby Mercer. Mercer also struck out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Richard, 4-1. That's a walk. That 6 is going to be good, and he will walk Bobby Mercer. So Mercer will trot down to first. That is only the first walk given up by Richard. He did have 147 of them in 76. Here's Steve Ontiveros. Ontiveros flew out last time up. He's 0 for 1. Mercer on at first. I will roll a strat, see if anything happening. Nope. Richard will pitch. That's a 3-4 against a lefty switch. That's a walk chance, and that 8 is good. He walks Ontiveros. Ontiveros swinging from the left side since Richard's a righty, and that is a walk chance. His walk rating's an 8, but +4 from the Astrodome makes it a 12, and he walks Ontiveros. Suddenly Richard now can't find the plate. He does have 3 strikeouts after striking out the side. 2 outs. And now here's Montanez. Montanez is 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Check to see if anything going on. Richard will pitch, 4-6. That's at the park. Astrodome swings, 2-3. And that is a blank. It's a rare play. And that is an odd number, so we use the actual rare play chart from Inside Pitch. So we have a rare play coming up. Let's see what we get. It's a 31. 31 says, with less than 2 out, shallow fly to center field. Resolve play as a fly out range play. Well, there is less than 2. It says with less than 2 out, there are 2 outs, but it does say resolve play as a fly out to center range play. So let's first do that. So it's a fly ball to center field, and that is Cedeno out there. His range is a 3. Does he make the catch? No, he does not. He does not. If center field, now we got to find out if that's a single or a double. And that's going to be a double for Montanez. But now that we read the rest of it, if center fielder does not catch the ball, the lead runner gets a late break attempting to advance to the next base. Roll 1d6 versus base runner plus center fielder arm. If higher, runner out, otherwise safe. So Bobby Mercer obviously felt that the ball may be caught, but it's supposed to be but actually I don't roll that. Actually, I got to take that. It doesn't matter. The double don't matter. I got to follow the way the play goes. So if center fielder does not catch the ball, the lead runner gets a late break, attempting to advance to the next base. Roll 1d6 versus base runner plus center fielder arm. If higher, runner out. So Bobby Mercer's base running rating's a 3, and Cedeno has a -1 arm, so it's a 2. So that means that if it's a 3 or higher, Mercer is out at third. And he is. Mercer's thrown out. He got a late break. The throw goes to third. Mercer is out, and the side is retired. I know that may have been a little confusing for you guys, but it's a fly ball to center, and Cedeno does not make the catch. Mercer thought it was going to be caught, although I don't know why he would anyway. But then again, it says with less than 2 out. And there's not less than 2 out. So he wouldn't have been waiting. He would have been going anyway. Oh, sometimes these rare plays in the inside pitch system is a little bit cranky. Well, less than 2 out. There is not less than 2 outs. A shallow fly to center field. So that really should be you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with my original call, and I'm going to say that's a double. I'm going to go with my original call and say that's a double because there is not less than 2 out. Mercer would have been going on the hit since there is 2 outs. So it's a double from Montanez. Mercer will come in to score. We're going to do this right because I believe that is the right call. So Mercer comes in to score. Ontiveros' base running rating's a 1. With 2 outs becomes a 2. Single to center, it's a double to center field. Plus 1 is a 3. Cedeno -1 arm is a 2. So a 1-2 Ontiveros will be out at home. A 3-5, he holds at third. A 6, someone's out. That is a 6, and it's a 6-6. So here's what we get. Ontiveros does score from first base. However, Montanez is thrown out at third, trying to advance on the throw as the ball is caught off and Montanez is thrown out. Yeah, I know, Dave. I agree with you. So that is how I'm going to make the call. So there is an out anyway on the throw, but 2 runs come in to score, and it's now 4-2. And the side is retired. So that is a double, but he is thrown out at third. So 2 runs do come in to score, as I really should have read that right. So it is now 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. That's how I'm going to do it. If anybody has any problem with it, I do apologize. But that's how I'm going to make the call. So 4-2 as the Giants are on the board, but the inning is over. So 2 runs on 1 hit and a couple of walks. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Astros will be Roger Metzger. And yes, Dave, Baseball Demos joins us here at the Astrodome. And yes, I do agree. His rare play, from what I was told, his rare play chart was made before he changed a couple of charts on his main chart. So that's what I was told. That's one of the reasons, but I said with less than 2 out. So the thing about it is you can actually read that two differently. With less than 2 out, do you follow the play as it is? If it's less than 2 out, you follow the play as worded. If it is 2 out, it's just a range play center field. That's how I'm going to read that from now on if it comes up again. Halicki will pitch. 6'5". That's a range play itself. Metzger will swing 4-3. That's a star 6. That's a fly out to right. The ball is hit to Mercer. His range is a 1. And he won't make that one. And that is going to be a single for Metzger. That's a base hit for Roger Metzger. He'll hold it first. And Halicki is on. And Halicki again can't get these Astros out. Infield comes halfway. Here's the pitcher, J.R. Richard. Richard is 0 for 1. He'll stay him. He'll bat. And I'm going to automatically bunt with him. Unless, let's see if anything on the strat comes up. That's a 19. So the bunt would have been called anyway. So Mets, we're going to have a bunt. So let's see what happens. Halicki, 3-3. That's an error on a throw. Now we roll to see if the bunt, now we see what happens on the bunt. And the corners are in. So first we got to see where the ball is hit to. And that is a 1. And that is hit right back to the pitcher. So Halicki makes the play. Makes the play. Now, there's a possible error on a throw. But now let's see what the bunt is. And the bunt is a 4. And it is a good bunt. Now we see if Halicki makes an error on the throw. His error rating is a 16. Yes, he does. Halicki picks it up, throws to first, and that is going to be an error on the throw. Now, the first baseman is Montanez. His range is a 2. Does he prevent the ball from getting past him? No, he does not. That's going to be an extra base for everybody. Actually, no, that's not automatic. Roger Metzger's base running rating's a 2. On a 2 or lower, he takes third. Yes, he does. Richard's base running rating is a 2, and with that 2, he will also is the same role. So Richard does take it. So it is an error on it's a bunt to Halicki. He threw it away, and it could not be taken care of by Montanez. And runners at second and third, and nobody out. So that's an E1, and it's a 2-base error. And runners at second and third. Boy, these Giants stink. They're bad. Dang. Runners at second and third as Richard tried to bunt, but Halicki threw the ball away, and the runners do advance. So runners at second and third now with nobody out. Here's Milburn. Confusing game so far, but that's okay. And yep, section 1933, cheers. Yay! Halicki still on the mound, but he's running out of gas soon. And the Giants are going to call the infield in. Let's see if there's anything on the strat. And that is a 12-0. Halicki will pitch. 5-4. That's a walk. That 2 is good. He walks Milburn, and the bases are loaded. And the batter is Enos Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 2. Bases juiced. Still no one out here in the bottom of the 4th. Giants are going to keep the infield in. They don't want any more runs to score. They got 2 runs, luckily, in the top of the 4th. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. That's a 3, and no. Halicki will pitch to Cabell. And that's a 1-2. That's a double question mark. Cabell righty. A 1-5 is a base hit up the middle. That's a 9. It's too high. Cabell does get to swing, though. That's a 4-4, and he grounds it to second base. They're going to try for 2. The only way the double play can go to home to first. So, Cabell, 2, +1 is 3. +1 is 3. There is no pivot because the catcher is going home to first. So it's just a straight 3. So a 1-3, they turn the double play. And they do. Metzger is thrown out at the plate. Richard goes to third. Milburn goes to second. And Cabell is thrown out at first. 2 outs. They do get the twin killing. They get the 4-2-3 double play. And now the batter will be Cesar Cedeno. They're just selling dome foam to the end of the 8th inning this season, but I better go ask him between innings. 2 outs, now runners at second and third. Halicki 1 out away from getting out of a jam. Cedeno's the batter. Cedeno is 1 for 2. Stratz has a 12, no play. Halicki will pitch. 6-3, strikeout 4. Got him. Halicki gets out of the jam. Struck him out. A 6 minus 1 is a 5. And the Astros have bases loaded, no one out. And they get nothing. No runs on 1 hit and 1 error. And that was the 3rd Giants error in this game. After 4, it's still 4-2. And that could be huge if the Astros did not get any runs in on that inning. If double play had failed, it's an auto force out at the plate unless the 6 is rolled. That is correct. That is an auto force out at the plate. Unless the die roll is higher than unless the die roll is underneath the base runner. So the only way, the base runner was Metzger. Metzger was the base runner. His base running rating is a 2. With the infield in, it was a 0. He automatically would have been out. But if it was like a 3, a 4, or a 5, and if the roll was maybe like a 4 or something like that, he could still score, okay, not on a 6. It pretty much would have to be a 5. Like Ricky Henderson's speed or something like that. But yes, unless a 6 is rolled. If a 6 is rolled, everybody advances no matter what, and that is from the lips of Chris. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Chris Spire. Spire is 0 for 1. You play a double play at the plate like you would play it at second base, except there's no pivot. There's no pivot on a double play at the plate. There's no pivot rating. The catcher does not. There is no pivot rating on a catcher. Richard will pitch 3-3 against the righty, strikeout plus, and that 10 nails him. He is gone. Strikeout number 4 for Richard. Out number 1. Next batter will be Ken Wrights. Wrights is 0 for 1. Richard's pitch, 4-6. Again with the 4-6. That's at the park. Astrodome says 6-3. That's a star 5. That's going to be a fly out to center. That is the second out. And now here is Dave Rader. Rader 0 for 1. He went ahead and threw out Cruz at third base. Richard 6-5. That's a possible error. Rader will swing 3-2. Fly ball to center field. That's it to Cedeno. His error rating is a 4. That's an 8. He's got it. Side retired. A nice 1-2-3 inning by J.R. Richard. Halfway through the game, Astros leading the Giants 4-2. Ken Reitz. He just passed away a few days ago. Oh, it's Reitz. Thank you there, Dave. And he just passed away a few days ago. Oh, my, I never knew it. Well, next time he's up, a moment of silence for the man. Bottom of the 5th inning. This will probably be the last inning for Halicki. He's got 4 batters left before tiring, and he is due to bat first in the 6th. Here is Bob Watson, who a lot of people say Bob Watson was responsible for the 1 millionth run in baseball history. That although a lot of people seem to agree with it, according to Major League Baseball, there is not enough proof to state that officially. But if you want to give Bob Watson the 1,000,000th run, fine. Halicki will pitch. 6-1. Home run question mark. Watson is a righty, and that is a 1-17. The 11 passes. Halicki Watson against a righty is a 13, but -1 from the Astrodome makes it a 12. So a 1-12, Watson sends it out of here, and yes, it is gone. Home run, Bob Watson. Only 57 home runs at the Astrodome and Watson in 76, and Watson just hit one of them. Home run, Bob Watson. That is high, deep, gone. 5-2 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 cheers. Yay! Here's Jose Cruz. They want to see if they can keep Halicki in there, but that home run doesn't make it much easier for the Giants. Jose Cruz is 2 for 2 in this game, and he has 2 stolen bases. Halicki will pitch. 1-2, that's a double question mark. Cruz a lefty. A 1-6 is a base hit. The 10 is high. Cruz will swing. 5-2, and he grounds it to first. First time Cruz has been retired in the game. Yeah, in my 85 replay, the Astrodome is homer heaven. Here's Greg Gross. I got to admit, after only playing a couple of games here from the 76 season, this season already plays a lot differently than the 85 season did. Halicki will pitch. 6-2, blank. Gross will swing. 3-6, and he pops out to second. Gross was 2 for 2 before that happened. So 2 outs, and now here's Skip Jutsi. Jutsi is 0 for 2. Halicki, 6-5, range play. Jutsi will swing. 1-2, ground ball to short. That's hit to Spire. His range is a 2. Nope. That's going to be a base hit for Jutsi. Single for him. He gets in the hit parade. And that will tire out Ed Halicki. And now the batter is Roger Metzger, and the Giants are going to keep Halicki out there. He is due to bat first. They're going to try to keep him to see if he can just get out of this inning. 5-2 Stros now. Metzger 1 for 2. The infield is normal, and I am rolling a strat. That's a 9. Nothing happening. Halicki will pitch. 4-6, strikeout 5, got him, struck him out, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. A home run by Bob Watson. After 5, the Stros are leading 5-2. Timeout on the field as I need a quick drink. I would like to say that it's great to be back doing this. Believe it or not, as much as I did like the 2.5-week break I took after the 85 replay, I was missing doing this and with you guys. I got to admit that. So it's good to be back doing this 76 season, and who knows what the next season will be after we get done with this one. I'm going to keep on doing this until I get tired of it, and right now I don't think that's going to happen. Top of the 6th, Astros lead 5-2. Ed Halicki coming out of the game, he was due to bat first, so the Giants will take him out of there. We'll see a pinch hitter. It has to be the most at bats on the bench, and that's going to be Gary Matthews. 279 average, 20 homers, 84 RBIs. Gary Matthews will come up against J.R. Richard here to start the top of the 6th. G. Puck joins us here at the Astrodome. Richard will pitch 1-4. Range play. Matthews will swing 6-1. That's a base hit past third. It's a range play, though. Cabell is there. His range is a 4. Does he make the stop? Yes, he does. He's got it. He throws to first, out number 1. What a play there by Enos Cabell. One man down, and here is Daryl Thomas. Daryl Thomas is 0 for 2. Richard, 2-3. Home run question mark. Thomas is a switch hitter hitting from the left side. A 1-17. The 15 is clear. Against a righty, Thomas needs a 3, but a -1 from the Astrodome and needs a 2. So a 1-2. Daryl Thomas hits this out. No! Almost. That was almost on the 2, but it landed on a 20. Too high. Thomas will swing anyway, though. 5-2, and he does lace a base hit to center anyway. So Thomas gets a single. That's his first hit. So Thomas will go to first, and that will bring up Joshua. Joshua is 0 for 2. Infield halfway. Richard is due to bat first in the bottom of the 6th. We'll see how they keep him out there. Thomas has a good steal chance. A 6 or lower, he can do it. That is a 15. Nope, nothing happening there. Richard will pitch. That's a 5-2. Error on a grounder. Joshua swings 3-1. Star 5. That's a fly out to center. There's no error there. Out number 2. Infield goes back to normal. Here is Mercer. Thomas still on at first. And I don't think he would steal now. No. Richard will pitch. 1-4. That's a range play. Mercer will swing 5-4. That's a double into right field. But it's a range play, and that is Greg Gross out there. His range is a 4. Does he take a double away from Mercer? Yes, he does. Greg Gross tracks it down, makes the catch. Inning over. 2 great range plays in this inning. Keep the Giants from scoring. And it just becomes a fly out to right field. No runs, a hit for the Giants. Still 5-2 Stros, bottom of the 6th coming up. J.R. Richard is going to come up to bat. He's got a 3-run lead. They're going to keep him out there, so Richard will bat. You got right switch right coming up. Let's see who the Giants want to bring in to pitch. And they're down by 3 runs, so I still think they still have a chance. So coming on to pitch, I actually had 2 pretty decent closers. And they're going to bring out Charlie Williams. 2 wins, no losses, a save. A 2.96 ERA. Charlie Williams will now pitch for the Giants. J.R. Richard will lead it off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lucas McCain joins us here at the Astrodome. Williams with the pitch. 3-2. That's a blank. Richard gets to swing. Does he help his own cause? A 1-4. That's a ball hit to right field. That's a 3. Yes, he does. Richard hits a single to right. Richard continues to hit the ball well so far. He had 2 hits in the opening day game against the Reds. And Giants pitching says, dang, he can hit. Runner on first, and the batter will be Larry Milburn. Infield goes halfway. Richard really not a threat to steal, but Williams does have a pickoff chance. That's not happening there. Williams will pitch, and that's a 3-4. Error on a grounder. Milburn will swing 2-4. That's a fly out to left. No error there. Richard will trot back. That's out number 1. And now here's Enos Cabell, who made a great play at third to maybe prevent a run. Cabell is 0 for 3, though. Not doing it at the, not anyone there. Not doing it there at the plate, though. Checking to see Strat. Nothing. Williams will pitch. That's a 6-2. That's a blank. He's not tired. Cabell will swing 6-2 himself, and he grounds it back to Williams. Let's see if they turn it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the pivot man, Cabell's a right-hander, so the pivot man is going to be second baseman Thomas. And he has no arm. A 1-5, they'll turn the double play, and they do. Side retired. Williams turns around, fires it to Thomas, who throws it to first, and that will do it, a 1-4-3 DP. So no runs and a hit for the Astros. It remains 5-2 after 6. Got the top of the 7th coming up. Leading off for the G-men, Steve Ontiveros. He is 0 for 1 with a walk his last time up. Richard ready to deal. And that's a 3-6. That's a range play at the park. Astrodome says 1-5. Star 3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Cabell. His range is a 4. This time he can't get it. Is that a single or a double? That's going to be a single for Ontiveros. And the Giants get the leadoff man on. And now here's Willie Montanez. Ontiveros on it first. The infield is halfway. Ontiveros on there. Montanez having a good night tonight, though. He is 2 for 2. A single and a double. He was thrown out at third trying to advance on a run scoring. Richards not gotten Montanez out. We will check to see if there is a strat, and that is a 3. The answer is no. Although there is a hit and run well, no, Ontiveros has an N for an attempt, which means nothing happens at all. No, we're going to hit and run. So Richard will go ahead and pitch to Montanez. And that is a 2-6. That's a blank. Montanez gets the swing, 5-2. Star 1, he grounds it to second base. Do they turn the double play? 3-0. 4, shortstop, Metzger, -1 is a 3. So on 1-3, they'll turn the double play. Yes, they do. Second to shortstop, back to first, 2 outs. 4-6-3. Richard gets the twin killing. And now here's Spire. Spire is 0 for 2. 2 outs now. Richard, 6-3. Strikeout 4. Got him. Struck him out. Richard gets him there. That is strikeout number 5 for JR. And the side is retired. So no runs. There was a hit. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Astros leading the Giants 5-2. Senior, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. We go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. What we got coming up on Inside Pitch. Remember, 10-minute ticker, FastScore Baseball. And tomorrow night's game will be at Royal Stadium for a big matchup in the American League. Tomorrow night, the California Angels will meet up with the Kansas City Royals. It'll be Frank Tanana versus Dennis Leonard. That's a good matchup, pitching matchup tomorrow. So California at Kansas City is tomorrow night's matchup for 1976. And of course, 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight. Astros leading 5-2, bottom of the seventh. Charlie Williams is going to stay out there a little while longer. Here is Cesar Cedeno leading off for Houston. Williams is due to bat third. They like to see if he can get through the inning. So let's see if the Astros can get some runs here. Williams, 2-6. That's a blank. Cedeno will swing 1-2. Line out to third. Out number one. Good start for Charlie Williams. And a nice big hand here at the Astrodome for Mr. Bob Watson, who smacked a home run. His last time up, he is 2 for 3. And of course, I told the story that it's not officially gave the millionth run of baseball history. But of course, Bob Watson tells me to shut up by hitting a home run out of the park. Williams will pitch to Watson. And that is a 4-1. That's a blank. Watson will swing 1-1. That's a ball hit to right field. That's a 14. Against the righty, Watson smacks a triple. Watson continues to hit the ball well. He has a triple, and he is now a double short of the cycle. A triple for Watson. The Astros have a man on third. And here's Jose Cruz. Watson having a great year, having a great start to this game. Now 3 for 4, needs a double for the cycle. Something I've never done in any ball game I've ever played in any system. Watson on at third. The infield is in. Giants do not want any runs. Cruz is the batter. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. Strat says a 5. Nothing happening. Williams will pitch. And that's a 4-5. That's a walk 7. Yep, he walks Cruz. He walks Cruz on that 7. Now runners at the corners for Gross. Gross is 2 for 3, 2 singles. And now they're gonna keep the infield in. They're gonna keep the infield in. Actually, with Bob Watson, though, not really a strong runner, they're actually going to play the infield halfway. They're going to play the infield halfway and see if Watson will try to score, which brings his base running rating down to a 1, not a 0. So runners at first and third. We'll see if there's anything on the strat. Cruz could try to steal here. That is a 9. No. So he stays at first. Williams will keep him on. And now Williams will pitch. And that is a 4-4 hit by pitch. That 11 is high. Gross will swing. 4-3, and he grounds it to second base. Watson is going to try to score. They're going to send him home with 1 out. They're going to try for the double play. They're going to try for 2. So they just try to go, or to try, you know what? Let's see. They're sending him home. It's a grounder to second. A chance to get a double play, 2-0-3. And the shortstop Spire -1 is a 2. They're going to throw home. They're going to throw home. Bob Watson's base running rating is a 1. On a 1, he scores. Yes, Watson gets under the tag. He scores. Holy cow. A base running rating of 1 with the infield halfway. Watson gets under the tag. He scores. Unbelievable what the Astros are getting away with today. That goes as a fielder's choice. It is now 6-2 and still only 1 out. And the funny thing is, that is a 1. So if I rolled for the double play, they would have gotten it instead. But I decided to throw home on a 1, and he got under the tag. 6-2 Astros. Now runners at first and second. And here is Skip Jutsi. And now Charlie Williams is tired. They're going to leave him out there to try to see if he can take one for the team and try to get out of the inning. He's due to bat third in the 8th. Infield is still halfway. No more Strat. Williams will pitch. 5-1. Error on a throw. Jutsi will swing. 5-6. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is at the spire. His error rating is a 7. That's a 16. There is no error. Now let's see if they turn the double play. 2-0-3. Second base is Thomas. No arm. A 1-3. They turn the double play. Nope, they do not. Cruz will move to third. Gross is out at second. Jutsi gets to first, but there are now 2 outs. The batter now is Roger Metzger. Runners at the corners with 2 outs now. They're going to ask Williams to see if he can just get this inning over with. 6-2, bottom of the 7th. Astros getting it in. Metzger is 1 for 3. No Strat. Williams will pitch. 6-5. That's a walk plus. That 10 will walk him. And the bases are loaded. And the batter is J.R. Richard. And yes, you do take Richard out in this case. Richard has pitched very well tonight, but they're going to go with a pinch hitter to try to see if they can open up the game. So that is it for Richard. The Astros will bring in a pinch hitter. Has to be the highest at bats, and that will be Cliff Johnson. Cliff Johnson, 226 average, 10 homers. He will come up to bat. 2 outs, bases loaded. Astros looking to blow this open. And now they're going to take Charlie Williams out as they have no choice because he is tired and a single 1 is an automatic hit. So that's it for Williams. And the Giants will bring in a new pitcher for pretty much maybe 1 batter. They're going to bring in a lefty, and it's going to be Gary Lavelle. Johnson hits righties better than lefties. So Gary Lavelle will come in and pinch hit. Will pitch now to Johnson. Lavelle becomes the 3rd Giants pitcher. 10 wins, 6 losses, 2.69 ERA. And Johnson will bat. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 6-2 Astros. Houston looking to blow it open. There is no Strat. Lavelle will pitch. 6-3. Against the righty, it's a blank. Johnson will swing. 1-2. Fly ball to right field. Inning over. 1 run for the Astros, though, on only 1 hit. A walk and a couple of fielders' choices. After 7, the Astros are leading 6-2. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the Red Sox, and my Mets got crushed by the Phillies. Phillies are off to a good start so far, but we'll see how long that lasts. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And my Mets are already kind of 3 games behind. Because the Mets didn't play that series against Washington, that may have hurt them, or they're already playing teams that have already played a number of games. So I'm not hurt on my Mets yet. Long way to go. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Giants will be Ken Reitz, who Baseball Demos told me passed away a few days ago. The Astros need a pitcher, and they're going to need someone that can just maybe pitch one batter here. So let's see, because Richard. So they're going to go ahead, see who they want here. And let's see what we want to do. Hold a minute here. Let's see who the Astros want to bring in to pitch. You got right, left, and a pinch hitter, I'm pretty sure. I think they'll bring in a right-hander. Astros are going to bring in Tom Griffin. It's a 4-run lead, 9 wins, 6 losses, a 4.10 ERA. Tom Griffin will pitch for the Astros. Ken Reitz will lead it off. I heard he passed away a few days ago thanks to Dave at Baseball Demos. So let's have a moment of silence for Mr. Ken Reitz. Not a star player, but still a player nonetheless. Thank you very much. Tom Griffin will pitch to Reitz. That's a 4-1. That's at the park. Astrodome says 2-5. That's a fly out to center, out number 1. One man down, and that will bring up Dave Rader. Rader is 0 for 2. Pitch from Griffin, 1-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Rader will swing 4-3. Star 1, he grounds it to second base. 2 men down, and now Gary Lavelle coming out, and they'll bring in a pinch hitter for the Giants. And coming on to pitch the bat will be Gary Thomason. Has to be most at bats. Gary Thomason against Griffin. 259 average, 8 home runs. Here's the pitch from Griffin. That's a 6-4. That's a walk. That 13 is too high. Thomason does swing. That's a 4-4, and he flies out to center. A 1-2-3 inning for Griffin. Nothing doing for the Giants there as the job is done by the Astro pitching. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order for the Astros. Here's Larry Milburn. Milburn is 1 for 2, has a single and a couple of walks. Giants need a pitcher, and they're going to bring in a right-hander here. And it is a 4-run lead, and they're going to just go with they're going to go with a very young Greg Minton. No wins, 3 losses, a 4.91 ERA. A young Greg Minton will come into pitch. That should bring back a few memories. Greg Minton got a lot better later in his career. So Greg Minton will pitch to Milburn here, bottom of the 8th inning. And that is a 5-2 against a lefty. That's a blank. Milburn switch hitter. Milburn 6-2. Base hit past second. A single for Milburn. He gets his second hit of the game. Milburn will hold it first, and now we'll see Enos Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 4. There is no strat roll. Enfield halfway. Pitch from Minton, 4-5 against a righty. That's an automatic out. It's a star 3. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Do they turn the double play? 2 minus 1 is a 1. 2. Second baseman, Thomas, no adjustment. A 1-2. They get the double play. No. Milburn will advance to second on the 6. Cabell, the only play was the first, and Cabell is out. One man down, and here is Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 4. Infield is now back. Minton looking on, and here is the pitch. That's a 2-1 against a righty. Strikeout, 18 is high. Cedeno will swing 2-3, and against a right-hander, that's a fly out to left. So 2 outs. And now here comes Bob Watson. Watson is 3 for 4. A single, a homer, and a triple. He needs a double for the cycle. And he definitely can hit one. Fans are on their feet at the Astrodome, would like to see Bob Watson hit for the cycle. I've never had that happen. Milburn on at second. Minton will pitch to Watson. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 6-2. Minton, no strat, will pitch. And that is a 1-1. And against a righty, strikeout. 2 got him, struck him out. He gets Watson on a K. And again, no cycle. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Astros. After 8, it is still 6-2. Will we see some 9th inning magic? I know Steeler fan would love to see some 9th inning magic. I know he would love to see the Giants do some 9th inning magic tonight. Top of the 9th inning. Top of the order for the Giants, and it's Darryl Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 3. Griffin is going to stay in there. It's a 4-run lead, and the Astros are not thinking about the bullpen at the moment. But the bullpen is getting warmed up, but they're going to keep Griffin out there to pitch. So Griffin will pitch to Thomas. Top of the 9th. Griffin, 2-4, walk, 15. Yep, that's a walk. He walks the leadoff batter. Darryl Thomas will trot to first. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning at RJL 518? It don't matter the season. It don't happen. Thomas goes to first on a walk. And that will bring up Vaughn Joshua. And now the tying run is on deck. Tying run is in the hole. So now they're thinking what they want to do with Griffin, and they're not going to take any chances. They're going to bring out the closer. So the Astros will go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring out Ken Forsch. 4 wins, 3 losses, 19 saves, a 2.15 ERA. May the force be with you. He will pitch to Joshua here. The infield is halfway. There is no strat, and the Giants are in runner-safe mode. Force will pitch. 4-4. Strikeout. 4. Got him. Force gets him on a K. 1 man down. Astros 2 outs away from getting their first win of the 76 season. Here's Bobby Mercer. Mercer is 0 for 2. He walked earlier in the game. Thomas on it first. Force looking to close the door. And it's a 4-3. Strikeout at 12. Too high. Mercer gets to swing. 4-6. Ground ball to second base. Will this do it? Mercer 2, 3, 4. Shortstop. Metzger -1 is a 3. A 1-3. The ball game is over. And it's not. The only play is to first. Thomas will go to second base. There are 2 outs, and it was a slow rolling grounder, and they can only get Mercer at first base. So that's a ground ball. And Thomas will advance to second. The Giants get another chance to keep the game alive. Here's Steve Ontiveros. Ontiveros is 1 for 2, a single. He did walk. Now the infield is back. Thomas on second. Force looking to close it. G-Puck says stick a Force in those Giants. Force ready to pitch. 1-6 against the switch hitter left. That's a walk, and he does walk Ontiveros. Ontiveros is an 8, +4 is a 12, and he walks Ontiveros. Now the tying run is on deck, And a dangerous Willie Montanez coming up for the Giants. He is 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a double. They're going to go talk to Force for a moment, see if he's ready to go. Montanez will bat against him. He's a little weaker against right-handers, but he will do the job. 2 outs, top of the ninth, 6-2 Stros. Astros looking for their first win. The Giants are already 2-1 in this season. A loss here puts them back to an early 500. 2 outs. Force ready to deal. Runners at first and second. No Strat. Force will pitch. 2-2. That's a double question mark. Montanez a lefty. A 1-10's an automatic out. The 16 is too high. Montanez gets the swing. Montanez swings 5-6. Base hit past second base. It's a single for Montanez. Will that score Thomas? Base running ratings of 3 with 2 outs of 4. Single past second. Yes, it will score him. Thomas does come around to score. Oliveros' base running rating is a 1. He has no chance to get to third. He will hold at second. Montanez gets a base hit. It is now 6-3. The runner's safe mode is on balls hit to the outfield, not to balls through the infield. That is a clean single, and now the tying run is at the plate. In the form of Chris Spire, we may see a pinch hitter from the Giants, and we will see a pinch hitter from the Giants. Spire is at shortstop. They're going to bring him back. And coming on to pinch hit for the Giants, since it's the 9th inning, I can bring in anybody. And that's going to be Craig Robinson. Craig Robinson will be traded to the Braves later in the year. Batted .267, only had 30 at-bats. But Robinson will bat here to keep this game inning alive. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at the Astrodome. Craig Robinson will also take over at shortstop if this game goes any further. Tying run at the plate. Craig Robinson now going against Force. Still no Strat. 6-3. 2 outs. Fans here at the Dome want to see the Stros get their first win of this season. Force with the pitch. It's a 3-6 against a righty strikeout. The 18, that's too high. Robinson swings. It's a 1-6. It's a ground ball to short. Picked up there by Metzger. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to second to get Montanez. That's your game. Astros bet the win. They beat the Giants 6-3 and have their first win of this young season. 1 run on 1 hit and a couple of walks. Final line score coming up, and don't go away for the 10-minute ticker. Wow, wow, wow. For the Astros, 6 runs on 13 hits and no errors. For the Giants, 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. J.R. Richard will get the win. Ed Halicki takes the loss, and Ken Force does pick up the save. So 6-3 was the final score. The actual score of the game was 5-0 Houston. There were 15 hits in the actual game. We had 18. There were 4 runs in the actual game, 4 errors in the actual game. We had 3. Close enough for Jazz. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Salvador America and Dr. Pepper join us here at the Astrodome. Salvador America, of course, is only here for the 10-minute ticker. He don't care about the games. Meh. I know now. I know you love me. Time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore. The orange die will be the tens die. So we know there were only a few games played on the 12th of April. So a 6-3 win for the Astros does give them win. So let's see what happens. So coming up first here for April 12th, the Yankees take on Baltimore. Catfish Hunter pitched against Ross Grimsley that game. So let's see. The Yankees have a 14. That's a 15. That's not good. That's only 2 runs. Baltimore has an 8. Can they beat the Yankees? That's a 53. Yes, they will do that. That is 5. And the Orioles beat the Yankees 5-2. The Yankees are off to an 0-3 start. Oakland taking on Texas. Both teams are 11. Oakland, a 45. That's going to be a 5. And for the Rangers, that's a 44. Both have 11, and that's going to be a 5 as well. So we have extra innings here. Let's see what happens. Oakland has a clutch rating of -1. So that is a 0. Texas has a clutch rating of 0. So any roll will win that automatically. That's a 2. And the Rangers will win this game 6-5 in extras. And that is it for the 12th. We now move on to April 13th. The Yankees take on Baltimore. This game was pretty good. Doc Ellis versus Jim Palmer. The Yankees have an 8. And that is 31, and that is 3 runs for the Yankees. Baltimore has a 6. 16. Nope, that's going to be, that's a, what is that, a 6? 16, it's a 1. The Yankees finally get a win, and they win 3-1. Cleveland at Boston. Pat Dobson taking on Bill Spaceman Lee. Dobson, the Cleveland Indians are a 17. 24. That is going to be only 4 runs for the Indians. Red Sox have an 11. Can they beat that? A 43. That's 4 runs for the Red Sox. We got extra innings there. Cleveland, their clutch rating is a 1. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Boston's clutch rating is a -2. So they need a 6 in order to win this game. Nope. The Indians will win it. They will win the game 5-4 over Boston in extras. Milwaukee taking on Detroit. The Brewers have a 14. 63. That's pretty good. That's going to be 8 runs for Milwaukee. Detroit has a 9. 64. That is going to be 7. Nope. Milwaukee will beat the Tigers. California at Kansas City. We have this game tomorrow night. California has a 4. 51. Not bad. That's 4 runs for that rating. But the Royals have a 17. 15. 3. Nope. California will beat Kansas City 4-3. White Sox against Minnesota. White Sox have a 6. 22. And that is 1. Minnesota has a 14. 35. And that is a 4. Minnesota beats the White Sox. Oakland against Texas. Oakland has 21. That's only a 14, though. That's only going to give them 3 runs. Texas has a 6. That's a 25, and that is 2 runs. Oakland will beat the Rangers. Reds at the Braves. Reds have yet to lose this season. The Reds have a 20. 53, that's pretty good. That's going to be 8 runs for the Reds. Atlanta has a 7. They get a 54, but that's not going to be enough. It's only going to be 5. The Reds are still undefeated. Mets taking on the Cubs. My Mets need to get a win here. I got Craig Swan on the mound for this game. Mets got a 10 and a 13. I'm always getting these lousy rolls for the Mets. 13 on a 10, that's only going to be 1 run. Cubs, Rick Russell, they got a 9. They get an 11, and the Mets win. The Mets win on 11 with a 9, and 11 is a 0. The Mets get the win 1-0. Craig Swan pitches a shutout. San Francisco taking on Houston. As Dr. Pepper says, rigged. San Francisco taking on the Astros. Can the Astros win their second? San Francisco, though, has a 15. That's a 32. That's going to be 4 runs for the Giants. 6 for the Astros. They get a 63. Is that going to be enough? Yes, 6 runs for the Astros. The Astros beat the Giants. They get their second win. San Diego taking on the Dodgers. Padres have a 6. That's a 16. That is not good. That's only going to be 1 run for the Padres. Dodgers have a 10. That's a 42. That's going to be good. That's going to be 4 for the Dodgers. The Dodgers will beat the Padres. St. Louis taking on Pittsburgh. Cardinals have a 10. And that is a 65. That's going to be 8 runs for the Cardinals. Pirates have an 11, though. And that's a 63, and that's going to be 7, and the Cardinals will win. They barely beat them 8-7 on a big game there, and that is your 10-minute ticker for tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Steeler fan, Dr. Pepper, MP Fox. G-Puck Tribe fan. Baseball Demos, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Philip Reynolds, Badger and Bournemouth, Bob B. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your layout through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Tomorrow night, it will be the Angels and the Royals. Frank Tanana going up against Dennis Leonard. That should be a good pitching matchup. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night. Astros over the Giants tonight, 6-3. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.